everyone, welcome to the live session of our Discovery series. My name is Joycelyn and I'm a student advisor at JS Study Solutions. 大家好，欢迎来到我们系列 Facebook Live。我是 Joycelyn，JS Study Solutions 升学辅导中心的学生顾问。Whether it's for a scholarship, job application, a resume is an essential document in terms of making a good first impression. It is important to master the format and also know what to include and what not to include in your resume. 无论是用于奖学金、工作申请、简历，都是给人留下良好第一印象的重要文件。所以除了掌握好格式，也要知道简历中要包括和不必包括的内容。So today we have with us Mr. Jeffrey, the founder of JS Study Solutions, to share with us the tips and importance to create a good resume. I will pass this time to him for his presentation. 今天让我们欢迎 JS Study Solutions 的创始人 Mr. Jeffrey 和我们分享如何写一份好的工作简历。
Hello everyone. Hey, good to see you all again in our Discovery Series number 5. We hope that you have really enjoyed over the last few Discovery Series. We are bringing this to you for your own benefit. We are bringing this to you so that you can learn something new from your own comfort space. Okay, my name is Jeffrey from JS Study. Welcome you here. And as today, for this evening, I will be talking to you about resume. I don't know whether you know or you're familiar with this word, resume. We're going to talk about how to create a resume. So the first question that you will ask, or you want to ask us, what is a resume? Okay, now this is going to be very important. Now a resume is a document, a paper document that it is used by any one of us, including yourself, myself, anyone, to present their backgrounds, to present their background details, and also to present their skills. A resume can be used for many reasons, but the main reason usually people use resume is for employment. But nevertheless, if you are a scholarship student, or if you are keen to apply for some scholarships, or if you're applying for some financial aid, it is good that you prepare a resume for yourself. Regarding whether you are in Form 5 or whether you are in pre-U, you do required to have a resume that speaks of your background, which will be good when you're applying for certain scholarships or maybe in employment. Okay, now let me just share with you some of the things that you should be including in your resume when you're preparing one. These are very detailed information regarding to yourself. So as I share with you, do enjoy the screen, do enjoy what we say. This is not only shown live, it is pre-recorded, so you can watch again and again for you to get hold of what I'm saying. The other good things that you can do is that whenever we are putting in a discovery series, we are also putting it in written format. So when you go to our website, jsstudy23.com, you will be able to see the articles of what we are sharing with you every week. Okay, so no worries, we will have both languages written for you in English and in Chinese. So if you can't really understand what I'm saying because I'm using English this evening, feel free to go to our website or our Facebook and those articles will be there. Okay, now just to begin, what should you include in your resume? Okay, here you go. Number one, the most important thing that you should include in your resume would be your education background. Everyone who reads on your resume would want to know where you have previously studied. If you have done your primary school in certain places, put it in. You know, if you have studied up to a degree level program and you're applying for a master degree level program, for instance, for scholarship, put in from your primary to secondary school and also to your tertiary education perhaps. Okay, so put all those education background in so that the reader would know where you're coming from. Of course, on top of your education background, you must also don't forget, to put in some of those items that actually speaks of your achievements, that speaks of your involvement in what you have done previously in your schooling days. Let me give you an idea. You should put in your work, your volunteering, and your involvement. Now, what do I mean by this? You may have involved in certain jobs, or you may have involved in certain work, or you may volunteer in certain work. Put all those in because it will help to create a good resume. Also, not to forget, put in some of the experiences that you may have gotten from the community services. You may have done some work, some non-profit work, and you may have done some community service work like feeding the poor, or you may have done going out to the orphanage and supporting the work of an orphans or orphanage home. Put all those community services experience in. And maybe when you were in school, you are very active. You are very active in your social activities, like in your clubs, in your extracurricular activities, in your extracurricular. You may be involved in a student council, perhaps. All these are probably achievements. You have a title that you hold. Probably you are president of a club. You are a debate speaker, for instance. Put all those in, yeah. And of course, if you're involved in sports, you are a runner for the school. You represented your district. You represented your state or maybe your country. All these, okay, will be very important. So, like I mentioned again earlier on, you must have your education background. After that, you must have all these involvements that you are in on top of what you are studying. So your work, your involvement, your community services experiences, your student council, if you're involved in it, student clubs, societies, and of course, your sports. Okay, all this should be in your resume. The more you have, to be very honest with you, you have an advantage. You have an advantage over the others who will be applying similarly for the same job or also the same scholarship that you are applying. Okay, never be shy to shout out your achievements. Never be shy to shout out the honors that you have obtained or the awards that you have gotten. All these achievements that you have done and you have gotten in your life will be very useful for your future in your career. When you're applying for a certain, like I say again, scholarships, they will want to know what you have done on top of just having good education background. I'm sure you will know by now that, let's say for instance, SPM, you see there are 101 students are getting 10 A's and 9 A's and 8 A's. And these students are also applying for a scholarship, am I right? You too, if you're doing very well, you want to apply for that scholarship. Hey, if you can save money, why not, right? Now, what makes the difference compared to the 10 A students? Because there's so many of them are applying for one scholarship. Your achievements in your school, your extracurricular activities, those are the ones that will make a difference. Okay? So don't be shy, put all your achievements in. Of course, let me just tell you now, very simple. The order of information, how you should be putting your order of information. It is very difficult for someone when you send in the resume to the company or to the university that you're applying for, and everything is jumbled up everywhere. It is not structured. So it is not very nice if I were to read a resume and you have your achievements before your education background, and then suddenly you have your sports involvement at the bottom side, you have your hobby somewhere around in the resume, and it won't be very, very nice. So the order of information should be like this. Let me just share with you. Number one, the very important thing is that you must have your name, correct? You must have your name and your contact info. Your contact info should include like your name, your contact details like your address, your mobile number, your phone number, and your email. Okay, please do this yourself a favor. Your email, if you were to have an email right now with you, do not have those fancy email names. You know what I mean? As an employer, also an owner of a business, and also worked in many universities before, I have come across students who wrote resume in to us. And when I'm more particular about when students put in the email, you know why? Because the email sometimes they put very fancy words. It's like, skywalker23@gmail.com. Wow, sometimes you get like, hush puppy, or the kind of thing, or I love you, some password, and then the kind of thing, and this kind of fancy email doesn't speak of a professionalism. Okay, you should have a proper email with a proper name, and that will be good enough. Don't think of something, Luke Skywalker, the kind of thing, it's too fancy, and we all know that you will not. Okay, so remember to have your name, your contact details, your personal information if you want to, your date of birth, your interests, what you like to do, and then of course, as I say, get email. Number 2 will be your education background. So your name, the personal details on top, and then your education background should come second. Okay, that's where you put in when and where you have graduated from. Let's say from UPSR, from which school, from which year, and then you have done your PT3, from which school, from which year, your SPM, and so on and so forth. Okay, put it clearly written, and it will be good. Alright. Number 3, remember after your education background is where you put in all your achievements. You will put in your work, your involvement. Okay, which means that if you have done some work, you have got some work experiences, put that in. If you have got some jobs that you have done before, like I said, if you're involved in certain community service, remember I mentioned that earlier on, put that in. Okay, all these kind of things are on top of what you've done than just going to school. Those will be a third point. And the last one, okay, would of course be your achievements, your honors, and your award. Okay, that will be point 4. So your contact details, number 1, education background, number 2, your involvement in your work experiences, number 3, and number 4 will be your achievements. Okay, so that is all you need to do. Okay, there's nothing more you need to do in your resume. That is what will be sufficient for employers or universities who are offering you a scholarship to see and to know and to find out already about you. Now, also very important thing, when you do a resume, when you create a resume, not only that it has to be in structured form, okay, in orderly form, but it must be consistent. Now, what do I mean by this consistency? Now, when you select a font, okay, when you open the computer, I'm sure you know how to use a computer, right? You know how to use Microsoft Office, right? Now, when you select to use Microsoft Office to type out your resume, your consistency must be important, must be there. For example, your selection of your font, the selection of the heading, and the formatting should be good. Make it simple to read, make it simple to understand, make it easy for the receiver to look at resume and read through. Okay, let me give you a tips. Okay, when you write a resume, use font size number 12. Don't be too small, font size number 8, number 9, number 10. Nobody can actually see so small the font. Don't make it too big, font 16, font 18. It is like you're writing a kindergarten book, with ABC, you don't have to write too big. So the right size for font for resume will be 12. Okay? Secondly, when you use a font type, there are many font types. Don't choose those fancy font. Please don't do that. Okay? Just use either Calibri or Times New Roman. These two will be good enough. Calibri or Times New Roman. Don't use fancy things like those cursive writing or cartoonish font, or those font with symbol. Okay? It doesn't make a lot of sense. Alright, it doesn't allow the reader to enjoy what they are reading. Okay, so that is what I'm going to share with you. And of course, the last tips that I'm going to share with you this evening: how many pages should you have in your resume? 1, maximum 2. If you have a lot of achievements, you have a lot of awards, 3. That's it. Okay, don't write grandfather story. Do not write too long. Do not put an essay in your resume. Okay, if you've done your achievements, point form please. Okay, you have achieved something in life, point form, but don't say that, I was once a swimmer, I have swam more than 30 times, I got first prize, it was so difficult, but I worked so hard, I struggled my swimming. No, nobody will want to hear that. You can tell that during your interview, no problem, but resume, this has to be straightforward, simple to read, to the point. Okay, 1 page, 2 pages, maximum 3 pages will be more than enough. Okay, that's all you need in your resume. Provide accurate information. Okay, please do that. Provide honest information. Don't lie, don't exaggerate your accomplishment, don't overly boast yourself. Okay, nobody enjoys reading that. Okay, just straight to the point, accurate information. If you don't have that kind of achievements, don't put it there. Okay, because we have way to find out. And always do not forget to check your work. Okay, when you're done writing a resume, don't assume that it is done and straight away email to the receiver. Check your work. Make sure your spelling is correct. If you're applying for a scholarship, if you're applying for a scholarship, you may be a top student. So what you're going to project yourself in your resume will be very important. Okay, before the employers or the universities call you in for an interview, your resume will be the first thing that they will be looking at. Alright, so do that, check your work, and then make sure that you let someone else to have a read. Let them have the feedback for you as well. Okay, so that is it for this discovery series, creating a resume. I hope that you enjoy the simple tips that we share with you, and use it well. All the best to you, and take care. We'll see you again in the next round. Don't forget to like our Facebook, JS Study Solutions. Don't forget to visit our website if you have more information, more questions, anything at all that you want to see us. We are the right company, the right education consultancy office in Surabaya to help you. Okay, I'm signing off. I'm Jeffrey. Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you, Mr. Jeffrey, for giving us the information on creating a resume. We hope you have a better understanding on this topic and you'll be able to apply it in the future. 感谢 Mr. Jeffrey 为我们提供了关于工作简历的资料。我们希望你对这个主题有更好的了解，并且将来可以充分的应用它。If you need more information on further education, you can visit our Facebook, Instagram, and website, and feel free to visit us at our Surabaya office. 如果你需要更多的升学资讯，可以点赞我们的 Facebook、Instagram 和我们的官方网站，并随时来到我们芙蓉的升学辅导中心。Take care and see you in our next Discovery Series video. 我们下一个 Discovery 系列视频中与你相见，拜拜。
Hi, I'm Jeffrey.
And I'm Shell.
We are the founders of JS Study Solutions. Yeah, we started in Surabaya 4 years ago because we realized there was a market need. With the many years of experiences that I have gotten working in various institutions all over Malaysia or even from another country, it has given me the experiences that I've accumulated in helping students to give them the best advice pertaining to their education needs. Over the years, we have seen many students struggle because they couldn't know what options they could obtain in the marketplace. And we providing the free services to them. But we have helped many students. We have actually assisted many parents as well, in applying to various universities, both in Malaysia and abroad, in countries like Ireland, Korea, Australia, UK. Even now we have students applying for Spain, Europe.
Hello, welcome to JS Study Solutions. This is my counseling division.
This is the expansion part of our office, and you are coming into our student center. Obviously, student advisory is what we do primary, but more than that, we actually have the passion to provide a very good place for students to come here to use our space for free. Let me show you what we have here. This is our lounge, and this is where the students will hang around, and this is where they could actually just come and relax, mingle around, and just be like home. Where students will come here, they can use our space, do revision, do discussion. But one of the things that we are doing in helping students to improve their English is actually to provide an English language proficiency course.
So now you know what we do, and we at JS Study Solutions will always strive to do our best for our clients and our institutions partners, especially our students, because they will always be our priorities. So like our Facebook to check out our updates regularly, follow us on our Instagram, and remember to check out our website. You will find more information after this.